Okay, so shapes. Let's talk about shapes. How are you going to use shapes effectively in your book cover design? One thing I like to do is if I have a title and then under it I have my subtitle like this, sometimes it's a good idea if I add a line. If I add a small line that separates the title from the subtitle, then this line, which is a shape, can show visually that there's separation. So shapes can help you visually show separation, but it can also help you show connection. So let's say on my book cover, I had a main image where it's a hand like this. It's a guy holding a rose or something. I don't know. Let's say this is a hand. That turned out to be a pretty good hand. I didn't expect myself to make some good hands like that. But anyway, let's say this guy is holding a rose. There we go. Oh, my drawing skills are getting better. But let's say this is the book cover and the guy's holding a rose, and up here there's another hand waiting to get the rose. I'm not going to draw a good hand this time, but let's say this guy's waiting to get the rose. If this is it, if this is the cover or the main image of the cover, you can use a shape to show connection between them. Even though we know that this guy is about to grab the rose, we can add a circle in the background. So if we had a small circle in the background like this with like a super light color, maybe a little bit of opacity lowered, then this circle, since both of them are in the circle acts like a connection. It shows visually that these two are connected. So shapes can show separation and they can show connection. Sometimes I like to add shapes in the background. Sometimes I like to add shapes in the foreground. Once you start making more and more covers, you're going to get a second sense of where you should place shapes and how to place them effectively, which is even more important. So shapes are super useful when it comes to your book covers.